Are you the Grinch? Did you know that the Grinch is a low level of leadership skills? To have that mentality of being a Grinch and complaining and being rude. So that's what we're going to talk about today here on Coffee with Ken.
Don't be the Grinch, huh?
Don't be the Grinch. Nuh-uh. So welcome to Coffee with Ken. We are here with Ken Brown, CEO of Destiny Global, and Butch McCracken. He is General Manager here at Destiny Global, and I am Dr. April Brown. And I am coach and coach trainer here at Destiny Global. And so that's what we're going to talk about today.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
And how is that a low level of leadership and especially skills? And how can we get more skills if we have been known to be the Grinch?
Yeah. Well, I think that we've all most likely, including our viewers, have most likely had a Grinch in their life that they've had to, it could be a teacher or a boss, and it's someone that actually condemns. It's someone that you used a word a long time ago. What is it? D for? It's for discouragement, right?
Yes.
Not for encouragement. It's really when you face someone that is the Grinch, it brings down the whole energy. It brings down productivity. It brings down literally everything, and it becomes duplicable. So it's like the germ you don't want to catch, because then you start complaining just like there. It's a very contagious thing. Complaining is
your attitude becomes very contagious with everybody else in the environment. Wow.
And typically you'll find that those people are unhappy in every area of their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing I used to tell, coming from the retail industry, and people behind the service counter would get frustrated because people would come in as Grinches, just ripping and roaring over little things. But I would say to them, understand that it's not just you, what you just said. They're that way with their mother. They're that way with their neighbors. They're that way across the board. They don't turn it on when they come in here and turn it off. So don't take it personal. They're a Grinch, you know? And one thing I realized, too, over my years is that being a Grinch in leadership also keeps problems from getting to you to get resolved. Because people don't want to come and talk to you.
That's such a good point.
Right?
That is very true.
They'll either try to figure it out on their own or they'll compensate for the issue that needs to be dealt with because they don't want to bring it to you because of the response that they're going to get. It's just not worth it to them.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a very good point. Because you want to create an environment where people are coming to you with problems. Otherwise, you can't solve them, and they're just continuing to escalate and grow. So that's a very good point for why you would want to actually have the leadership skills that are more like, what's the girl's name? The Grinch. Cindy Lou. Maybe you want to have, you know, we often overlook those people because they might be quietly leading, but that's a higher level of leadership skill to inspire people to want to be better, to want to be kind.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it involves a PMA, positive mental attitude, right? And it starts with your mindset. And so when you bring negativity into an environment and you think that you're doing a favor, most of the people are not even self-aware to know how negative they can be.
No.
And when they start the process of self-discovery, which we do a lot of here at Destiny Global, as you start unwinding things, you begin to see how negative you are. And typically it's with your, as you said, Butch, it's with your children, it's with your spouse, it's with every area of your life that you become negative. And negativity, it does not breed success.
No, breeds negativity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're duplicating the wrong thing.
Yeah, you really are.
But that's also, but you bring up a good point, because there was an old saying that says, don't kill the messenger, right? And obviously that's what typically happens when you're dealing with the Grinch attitude, is the person that brings it is in much trouble as the person who did it. So then they don't want to talk about the problems. They don't want to bring them up.
Yeah. It's almost as bad, excuse me, it's almost as bad as the boss that doesn't do anything about problems, right? Giving them a response that is Grinch-like and just goes into them. They're not going to bring problems to you if you're not a problem solver and you don't take them serious, and they're not going to bring problems to you if all you do is complain back to them.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It is
So
true.
usually, why would somebody be avoiding problems and issues, like what you were talking about? Why would someone who is head over an organization not be wanting to solve those problems? To me, it just feels like they may not have the skills.
Might not have the skills and ego. Because how dare you tell me
That's the bigger
something's
problem.
wrong.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ego plays into all of it. Is why aren't you solving it? Right? Why are you bringing that to me? Are you not good enough? And I've dealt with a fair amount of that myself. And you find that is the further high in leadership you get, that there's a lot of expectations, and you've dealt with this because I've seen it, where you've had to deal with situations where someone would think that you should have already cleared that up, right?
Yeah.
And then you realize it really becomes down to a level of empowerment, because you didn't empower the people to make those decisions because you're controlling. That's really the bottom line when you come down to the Grinch attitude. Is it's controlling, it's condemning, it's rude, it's absolutely everything opposite of what you want. And you find in the most productive companies, you do find structure and boundaries in companies, but you find clarity, right? And where there's defined processes, there's usually much success, because success is repeatable, as we know here, with systems and follow instructions and follow a plan that works. And when you do that, you're going to have success. I mean, we experienced that with Coach Carmen in our weight loss journey. We've seen people do that with Jackie going through the financial things and the different teachings that we do, especially We're on Debt. People that apply things and follow directions get the results.
Success.
Yep.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So good. So, we have here at Destiny Global, we have opportunities to really get the skills that you need for leadership, for a higher level of leadership, so that you can bring value in to the workplace, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
This whole month we're talking about the law of value and how do you bring value into the workplace. And everyone needs leadership skills.
But you just touched on, really, when you're talking about it, it is bringing a positive attitude, it's bringing energy. When you do that, you're going to watch that people around you want to help do something that you mentioned, and that's solve problems.
Yes.
If you want to get paid a lot of money, solve problems. If you're a problem solver in business, you're going to earn more than a person that's standing in the corner complaining about everything. When you solve the problems, right? When you come to something with not just the problem, but with a solution, it's so powerful. Like, you bring that value to them, and instead of continuing to bring problems that overload and overwhelm continually, because the CEO is getting problems from every different department. But if you see a department that is coming and bringing solutions to this problem, then they're just going to bring a lot of value to you. Absolutely. Yeah. There's no question about it.
And I'm reminded of reading in Exodus the last couple days. I haven't gotten to the part, but I know it's coming, where Moses had to make all the decisions for over 1 million people for bringing him his problems. Talk about overwhelming. And his father-in-law finally said to him, "What are you doing? Yes. You need to empower the people."
Yeah.
And he broke it all the way down for him.
Appointed judges.
Yeah.
Right?
Such a good example.
It is a great
really
example.
Good.
Yeah. And
really
think about
so
a person coming with solving a problem. Joseph. He came to solve a problem for Pharaoh. Yeah. Told him the solution. Next thing you know is, Joseph. They said, "Hey, why don't you implement it?"
Yeah.
Talk about promotion. He went from the zero to the hero really quickly. From the poorhouse to the penthouse.
Yes.
Overnight.
Yes.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
So if you want to gain a higher level of leadership skills, where you are empowering your people, but you feel empowered as well, to not be a Grinch, not be the Grinch in the workplace. That is not bringing value. So we have an event here that's coming up in January. Perfect time to come and get these skills with higher level of leadership so that you can bring value to your workplace. It is January 27th through 29th, the beginning of 2023.
Yes.
What a way to start off the year
Yes.
to really get the skills that you need to level up in your business and even with leadership skills at home. This is so powerful. And so that is in San Antonio, January 27th through 29th. We want to invite you to come so that you can get these skills, so that you can be empowered. And it's amazing. And we have trainers that they really live this.
Well, they're doing a training right now, Ignite Your Life, where you can even get little tidbits of taste of what First Steps is about. And Ignite Your Life coaching going on right now that's going to be in the comments below.
Yes.
There is so much good going on right now here at Destiny Global. We are so excited about 2023. You have no clue. And the other thing is, I'm going to be talking about some of this stuff at that First Steps in January. You might want to be there.
Yes, you want to be there. And we want to see you there.
Yes.
January 27th through 29th in San Antonio.
And we have a hotel block set aside for you with special pricing. Go get your hotel rooms there, too.
Go get your hotel.
Yes.
The link is below. And be sure to join us every week as we go into this new year with Coffee with Ken. Yep. So thank you for joining us. And we will see you next time on Coffee with Ken.
Have a great day.
Bye.